So as you can see, this is something I talk about a lot in my videos. I talk about not just doing a little piece here and there, especially if it's under a window because it probably leaked or is leaking. And you want to make sure that that's fixed first, obviously. But doing something like that in a bedroom floor like this, if you ever have another situation with a leak and you've got all brand new flooring down in here, the last thing you're going to want is to have to tear all that up again and put new flooring. In a mobile home, when they're doing these things, they put the linoleum in first, put the carpeting in first, and they put their walls, build their walls on top. And when they do that, they just run it wild into the other room, and that's how they would do a bathroom. There's no power in here. That's how they do a bathroom floor, so that you can't see any of the laps or joints. So as you can see, they've been working on this place for a while. Now, I personally don't run my plywood like this. And I don't do that because plywood should go lengthways against the floor. Am I correct? So you got floor joists every 16 or 2 foot, whatever they happen to be. And I'm not sure what he has. Yeah. I've never seen plywood run this way, unless it was the mobile home manufacturer and the thing went all the way across. I've seen that before, like 13, 14 foot sheets. But if the floor joists go this way, back and forth, side to side, then you want to run your plywood the other way. So anyways, as you can see, they've been having a lot of issues with the floor, and they've just been piecing it. Don't know why the joints don't go together and why they're having to use some type of mud to fix that. I'm really not sure. Yeah. But needless to say, when you're doing, I don't think there's anything. Yeah, he did put blocking down there. But there sure is a big gap. I would have ran my plywood all the way to it. Anyways, this is not my job. I didn't do it. I guarantee you can tell that. Anyway, I'm not sure what type of flooring they're going to put in here, but it seems at their joints right there, there's nothing to screw to. So there's no blocking was put in there. So this is the other thing. So you're going to have to, if you do your wood like this, pieces here and there, you're going to have this stuff here you got to deal with too. I have, man, this is like deja vu. I've been in an identical mobile home to this. Also, by not doing the whole thing, you might have situations like that where you're going to have big bumps and you're going to have to sand it down. And that's what they've been dealing with because they're just doing a little piece here and there. Apparently something serious is going on here because of the way they did the floor right there. And yeah, it is. This is a fairly new heating system for this place. But look what they put it on top of. Lord have mercy. They didn't take the floor out in here. So that's going to be a problem. What do you think about that? Is that a problem? That's a problem. Because when the rest of that floor goes, what are they going to do? Yeah. This is called patchwork, and I'm not, and you can tell on my videos, I'm not a fan of patchwork. Pieces and parts here and there. If you're going to do it, do the whole thing. Yeah. Because if I put brand new carpeting in here and then I get a leak, I'm going to have to take my brand new carpeting back up again. If you put laminate flooring down and you have a leak, you're going to have to take all your laminate flooring back up again. So if you're going to do this to your floor, go back to my playlist that I have on my channel, mobile home flooring, and that'll give you a good idea how to do this properly. But I'm really not here for that. All I was here for the windows. And I'm gonna pass because of the way the outside is. But if you're going to come into your mobile home and you want to measure for windows, again, what you're gonna want to do is remove this piece of paneling here. Remove that piece of paneling there, because behind that is the stud to the house, which is the stud. And you want to measure from there to there, the stud to stud. You're going to remove that paneling there. Or the other thing you can do is find out how wide it is and take into consideration the thickness of the bottom and the top, and add for it, and that will give you RO on your window, rough opening. When you go to the building supply, they're going to want to hear rough opening, RO. What is the rough opening of the window? So, like I said, to make it very clear, you want to measure from stud to stud. That's rough opening. And then this is left to right. And then you're going to have to do the same thing for the up and down. So you have width, length, rough opening, and you want to give that number to him. And when they make that window, it's going to be just like this, slightly smaller, so that that window will fit in the rough opening, and then you can center it up in the window hole as needed. If it has metal siding on the outside and it's a single wide, then you can get a new construction window from Lowe's or Home Depot, and you go and they'll give them the rough openings of every window that you want, and then write it down what they are and where that window went, so you keep track of it and get you some windows. Okay, that's not hard to do. On this one, if your window looks like this, it has something there, you can't get to it. Obviously, what you're gonna have to do is remove this interior storm window, which is basically just a few flips of some. See, this is how they hold that window in. Right there, interior storm window. Isn't that something? No screws, no nothing, just little flip clips. So this one comes out pretty easy. Take that out. Take into consideration for the paneling they have on both sides, top and bottom. Measure your rough opening. Write that number down where that window is, so that when you get your windows back from Lowe's, they're gonna fit the spot you measured for. So that's how you do windows. The only reason why I'm passing this up is because it has a siding on the outside that I've never seen before, and I'm not sure where to get it. Again, over here, if you don't have these clips on your windows where you can just take off that storm window, it might have a piece of trim that goes over the window, flange or something like that, and you just remove that. Take the screws out of the window, which normally they have screws on the inside. This one doesn't. These probably were put in here by the owner at some time. Take them off, get your measurements, write down where the window was. The beginning of this video was obviously about flooring and how I don't do it. Please check out my playlist on mobile home flooring. Give you a real good idea how Drew's Roofing and Home Repair does it. I wish that I could tell this guy good news and say, hey, I'm gonna give you some numbers for them windows and replace them for you, but I'm not going to, because if I break one piece of siding, one piece, and I can't get that siding, what do you do? What do you do? It's not like you can just go get a piece of that siding and replace it if it's broken without it looking awful funny, because I don't know where to get 8-inch siding. So sorry for rambling on. I hope you got something out of this video. Number one, The flooring is run the wrong way. I hate to tell them that, but unless the floor joists are going this way, I'm not saying that they're not. I've seen them that way before. Let me see if I can tell you. Let me look in one of these. You know, the way they have these vents, I'm almost tempted to believe it. Yeah, the way they have these vents on the outside and they're lengthways like that. You know what? This could be one of the mobile homes that have the floor joists that go this way. I've seen it before. But generally, if your floor joists go this way on a mobile home, underneath the subfloor here, you're going to want to run your plywood this way, okay? 8 foot this way. I have a feeling this is one of the mobile homes that have the outlooker jacks. So the last floor joist is here, which is on top of the frame. And then they have these funny little outlooker jacks that go out and come back down to the frame. And right there that's the only thing that holds that section down is that. It's not my favorite type, but I can just about tell because all the vents are on the outside walls. The floor joist very well could run the other way. By the nailing that I'm looking at, it's possible because they made marks here. No, look at that. I can see the floor joist down there. Okay, so I can see the floor joist, and they do run this way. Yes, the floor joists run proper on this place. So if your floor joists do run across like this, you never run your plywood the same way your floor joists go. There is absolutely no strength in that. Looks like they're on 16 on center, so 16, 32, 4 feet. Floor joists go this way. Nothing lines up properly. So therefore you're gonna end up doing something like this. All right, guys, I've rambled on just about enough. I've seen about enough. I'm gonna give this guy a call and give him the disappointing news that I'm not gonna be able to do his windows because of his exterior siding that he has on his house. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. And I hope 2022 is better than 2021.